Target date funds are mutual funds where they're kind of a buy and forget investment. You put your money in, and the mutual fund company will then take your money and split it between stocks, bonds, and cash. They'll split it between large company stocks and small company, international and domestic, growth and value, in a way that is appropriate for somebody who is planning on utilizing that money in the year that is at the end of the name of that fund. So there are some that have very short durations, some that have longer durations. In concept, I love the idea. I mean, essentially that's what we do for our clients at the mutual fund store is we split the money between these various asset classes and in a way that's appropriate for the level of risk that is right for the client. The problem is the idea is good, the execution has not been quite as good. And I think that's for a number of reasons. Number one, when you have a group of people and you just group them together by a year, they're not all going to be in the same psychological place in terms of the amount of volatility that they can take. And so I think when we saw the declines at the end of 2008 and beginning of 2009, there were a lot of those target date funds that went down a lot more than the people who were invested in them felt comfortable with. Volatility is really, and risk is something that is an individual thing. Just because you and I are the same age doesn't mean that we have the same tolerance for volatility. The second thing that I think has affected the target date funds to a certain extent is the fact that if you put your money in the XYZ mutual fund company target 2040 fund, the small cap, the large cap, the stocks, the bonds, the international, those are all being managed by the XYZ mutual fund company. And there is no one mutual fund company that has a lock on all the best managers in each one of those asset classes. And that's why when you look at the portfolios that we put together for our clients at the mutual fund store, or when you hear me talk about, make recommendations on the mutual fund show, that I'm recommending funds and fund managers from different fund companies because we're looking for the best manager regardless of what fund company they come from. So I think that individuals can do better if they have a professional or if they do the homework by picking funds themselves than what they can get in a target date fund. However, I will say that if the alternative is a target date fund or you're just going to guess or you're just going to pick the fund that did best last year, I'd still rather see you in the target date fund.